Dang it. Wait, I'm only like 10 feet from the other store? I'm so confused. I'll put on some beats in a minute. But not that it matters. Because it's likely isn't for whoever's watching, so. Dang, it could have been like done by now. With some decent directions. Could have been done now. With some decent directions. I'm not really going that way, I'm going this way. Copyright this. Drop the bass. How about hit the hi-hat. I'm just kidding. Who felt like when they listened to that they just wasted part of their brain cells? Or who understands the actual intention and frequency of movement, of love, and other energies, or any energy, but it just happens to be that's the one I'm attempting to put out. So who understands that kind of stuff? Leave it in the comments below if you understand that stuff. Good luck having to listen, good luck me having to have said this and someone having to have listened. Could have. Okay. Check the cookies. Check the cookies in this order. How can I check the cookies if I'm not supposed to open the food? Can I eat them to see if they taste good? Like, what if they taste rotten and they're moldy? Like, who do you want to eat? I'm just kidding. Be right back. Whatever is clever. As if. Confirm you have the correct order before drop off. Oh my gosh. What? You're so confusing to me. You're telling me I'm delivering this across the street?
Anything you ever comprehended?
We can listen to that.
Ready? I'm ready.
Within. Time tap in. Step back, no it, attack, I want in.
Bring freedom to it. Just spawn it. Send on the dock.
What?
Time never wasted. I even humped the dead. Make a move.
I was like,
take a shot.
So it's just across the street. You're like, aren't I supposed to have like a bike for this? Shouldn't I be having a bike for this kind of one? I can't even park over there, I don't think.
Step up, feel the stick array. Okay. Said let's play charades. It's war on war.
Differently hardcore. Faster, time matter. Ingenious, Mad Hatter. As if I fly up the ladder. No gesture. Not even time stop for me. Pop, just drop it. Shatter all. Dependent pattern. No more chatter. You feel me? Everything matters. Let's go. Wave your hands in the air like you doesn't care. Don't stare. Don't hesitate. This'll be the last nightmare. Compartmentalize and time share what's in my head. So be aware or beware. Look into my silly eyes. I'm the prize we'll wait for. My core, the diamond mine. Bitcoin destroyer. Capitalism killer. Mind thriller. Truck the dealer. What in the world? You can't feel more. What's up first?
for all the time and space gave way. I stand for all.
How am I supposed to deliver it?
Get up, catch, stop,
there?
Drop the ball. Everyone always
Catch.
won. Baby, I'm the hell fun. No need for guns. I'm the war on war. People come for me for all. No need to build walls. No box.
Never call faster. The hatter turn disaster like matter.
Whole world turn shatter. I'm the matter.
Just kidding.
Going.
Feels like in some ways, I'm not gonna lie. In some ways, I detest a lot of things.
No more games. I'm the batter.
Matter, making batter. One shot at this. Another little new neon mastery. Can you see? Don't test me. Don't try to arrest me. What? As your guns fire back at you, will you bleed? For all my long gone homies, like get up, stand tall. And even my enemies get my ovation. It's unconditional love. Even the angels cheer me on. Get up. It's time. How in the world am I supposed to deliver it right there?
When I get on stage after I've traded peace, finally for me, I'll see everyone's reality shift into mine. My turn is sublime. When I see them stand tall, no more trips, no more falls. Reciprocating ovation, not just on occasion.
Go past me because apparently they didn't want to walk across the street for their food. If they don't give me a $1 tip, I will laugh. I will laugh. No wonder DoorDash tried to ask me, you took a long time to pick up that first one. You want another sign? That's so funny. Because this one is going to be like, would have been like 1 minute. Time before. Hardcore, never soar, as I soar so high, wings spread wide, we never die, so just Mary J. oblige, as I flip my first and last ovation, for every life, for every nation, my cap say, hi, meow, bow, wow, found this with the Goodwill today, and I found a pet, like a pet thing where it's like a tent, like, you know, the fluffy kind. You might have seen them in other streams at my house. But like, this one was a witch's hat. It said, bow down, witches. Yee! Shatter. Time to put this up on repeat. This 5-minute beat. Easy, 3Z, 3Z, 3Z. So, you like the breathing, time breathing, smiley things, but not for sale, mind jails. Off this rail, no more fails. All hands, my cat, meow. Don't block me. Don't make it so I can't come. Time to shower you all with my love from above, for world peace. Either you're with me or with me. Don't need no ovation. Now watch it. Interesting. I feel like there's no way that person, look, I'm just contemplating here, trying to test my psychic abilities on the energy of who I witnessed, and I feel like there's no way that person tipped me more than $1.01, but it's likely that it was zero. You won't bring this letters. I'll get better and better. This is just the beginning of everyone's deep dive swimming. Can't swim. I'm a life best. So hold on, let's go. So I evade curses of the universe. For world peace. Yeah. Yeah, for world peace. Check this out on Spotify. And if you want to know how to lead lit, let me know. For all y'all. Whoever falls. No more walls. Break it down. I don't want any of that stuff. What is this? I better not play that. Probably will piss someone off. That's still broken? I'll way back to this one. But really, we got 9 minutes to do this for really, really yo's. And if real knows real, then real knows every little facet of each. So you could see in between, and you could just let the other stuff go, and then you could start the flow. So this one's next. I gotta let go of that okie dokie Loki inside of my head, so that I could bring out the other flow in me. And this one is for Lexi. I don't need no Chex, rice mix, or anything like that, because I got that kid. Yo, what are you, like 13, 12? I don't know, but hey, what it is, yo. I'll tell you right now, you got me out of that cell, and you saved Lincoln, and some of you might know, and the other one be like, huh, Abe? No, someone more powerful than that, one that bring me back to life, and was like, hey dude, you are super dad. And I'll tell you right now, I can already see when you start to really get sick. When I said that a few weeks ago, it was just the energetic residue of the future about to implode, to bestow. I know you want to set me free, but I'll tell you, my friend Link, that the only freedom in me is when I see you lick your upper lip because you lost that tooth. And that's my regret of the veterinary system, telling me that it's more safe for you than to let a cat live. But innocence exists, and innocence exists, and innocence exists, and I feel like you took advantage of me because I loved so much, and I was a witness to that gift. 30 years old, I'd broken the mold, and you look so fluffy, like you could never ever be scolded. And you are also just like Loki, where you just know me so much that you can wrap your arms around me and put your claws in my arms. And I tell you right now, every time you do that, I see stars in the sky like Roger Rabbit would AI, or OEO, or EIEIO. You're just like every farm animal to me, except it's different. You're my family. That's what my friend taught me, that I can choose that, and I choose you, and I won't give that back. I don't take ownership of much, but I take ownership of the love that I put out for you, and the tears that drop from my eyes. And maybe there's some kind of connection with the divine, but this is 90% mine. And I'm grateful for that extra shove and push to get up on this stage, and for some people be like, hey, he's misbehaving, he shouldn't say those things. How could a cat be worth more than every human being on earth? Well, innocence exists, and I'll find a way to prove that throughout my course. I'll drop these bars, and I'll drop these lines, and I'll push everybody up into the sky. And if that means taking a seat in the back to watch you all rap, then that's what I'll do, because this isn't just scat. I loved you since the beginning, since before I even met you. When Kalena was like, hey, there's no way for me to save you. And then you found me basically in the woods. You found me in this space where I couldn't even get up. And you tucked your cute little face under mine and was like, dude, you got to move. And so I've done that ever since, except for when you got taken from me by the nothing in the swamps of sorrows. As I tell everybody else the never-ending story, because the only one that can exist like that is unconditional, and it's love, and then we'll shoot it out like this secondary missile. But this one won't explode. In fact, it will corrode all the darkness, and it will help the light harness itself for the first time in this universe. We'll have balance and peace, cosmically and intergalactically. Every universe intertwined with mine. The vision in my eye don't even need a third one, because every single teardrop from my eyes is like a whole emotion, an ocean of commotion that will change the whole universe with waves. I know you don't think that I really want to behave, but hey, what is that word? Civil disobedience is not the actual word that it is. It's actually freedom. Please help me win the car in front of me, yo, because it's not for me, it's for we. And maybe I'll let it go and bestow 30% of that for that, and 40 for peace, and 30 for them, the cats. Yo, Lexi, I know I went off on a tangent, but let me bring it back. Lexi, this is for you. with a little Chex-y, so when I wake up I don't gotta eat cereal anymore. And this is the whole score, a symphonic symphony of lore, of the future, of the past, at the exact same time as I break this bottle on the mass and Christian everything that's gonna come to the future. And I always sit there and dedicate things to certain people in the past months and years, but this time I dedicate it to myself, for every one of my kitty cats, so they can know that they weren't alone in this quest for health, this quest to dealt, the quest to do all of these things, and to never feel like I just was smelled like a piece of gold, like I could have been fit into that mold, because I was so pure in some senses, but other senses I was like filled with these entities of convalescing sentences of, oh, I've got to get stuck in this place where I pay rent, when the rent that I pay is actually spent on things that I would not ever want to have to be spent on. Yo, I'm trying to make a dent, but not in a dent in the things you see. The 3 license plates around me say 87. What are the chances of that, yo? Unless there's actually a heaven. But I'll tell you where that heaven is. My friend Travis, who we don't even speak, but I tell you right now, when I listen to some of these beats, I always come back to the moment in time where I told you momentum is not about speed. It's about something that's nearly unstoppable. And as we merge powers together from across the world and different universes, and we quantum entanglement this, my little Lexi. I used to think so many people were sexy, but now I realize that I don't see people with my eyes, I see your soul. And you're the sexiest little thing that I ever seen in this world. And I want everyone to know that this story is told instead of on. So if you can understand that, don't sit there like you have to be a nun, but maybe I'll nun it up just for whoever's coming up next. And I'm paying my respects to the alchemy in you. If anybody knows what that means, then you'll probably search that on Google. You think that you see 8,000 videos, that you'd have at least 1 million followers, but guess what? I'll be the one to holler. Maybe I don't like, share, and subscribe every time, but guess what? As I rise so high in the skies, and everybody that is sitting there by my side will go with me. Will go with me, even if I can't be there in the end. I don't know what that energetic residue Lexi is telling me to do. Every single time I pick up that brush, you just run over and I feel all that lush. I love you so much. This is my 9-minute song for you. I'm not necessarily sure, but I know I won't put you in the humane society because they're anything but humane. In fact, they deprive me from a mind's eye of living my life's dream, of finding a way to set all the animals free, but then they won't get run over by the cars on the street because people will look both ways instead of just beep and thinking, who let the cat out? Who let that dog run? Who let this lion down the street, yo? And now I succumb to this one last minute to tell you that I'm with it. Not many things rhyme with Lexi, but I'll tell you right now, you got the respect of me. You used to fit in my hand, and now you fit in my heart. Cause my heart is so big because you tore it apart. But by tearing, I mean you helped me grow. You helped me understand that I'm not just a boy. I'm like an actual energetic G.I. Joe in the know, stuck in this flow, but not stuck. It's a choice, it's my free will, and I'm using my voice. I was quiet so long, and I never sang my song, and the chorus that was within me. Yo, Lexi, you are a miracle to me. And someday when you reincarnate and listen to this in a human body, know that it was for real. Know it was for real.